Hello everyone and welcome to bankbot. We have divided our product functionality into the following phases. The first one is the customer care bot. General queries related to banking services are taken in, translated and answered. So in the screencast you will be seeing the bankbot in action. A user is typing in his queries and the bankbot is answering them in real time. Also, we are also providing the financial planning advice. So, given the limited income and lack of knowledge about money growth schemes, BankBot can provide best plans to be taken given the personal circumstances and constraints. As you can see, the user is entering queries like tell me more about accounts or tell me more about the interest rates being offered by ICICI Bank, and BankBot is translating these queries, finding out the answers and displaying it to the user. So how is it doing it? To take you to a 10,000 feet view of how things are working, first the user sends in a query across, and then we perform a basic data cleaning to reduce the sentiment analysis vector word length. So by basic data cleaning, we are doing stop word removal, double negation cleansing, spelling correction, noisy information removal. Once we get this clean text, that is a shortened version of the word vector, we are developing a multi-class probabilistic classification decision on the basis of this clean text. So what this classification decision tree is doing is that it is classifying this text into some categories like general greeting or account related or customer care or bank amount transfer. And what is the classification algorithm being used? We are using the naive Bayesian classification algorithm. It's the state-of-the-art machine learning algorithm which we are being used. So in this way, we are using a hierarchical classifier for each subnode of the conversation. Based on the topic chosen, the corresponding best case algorithm is used in that scenario to carry forward the conversation and command execution. So in the screencast, the user is giving a host of queries on account information, on loan information, on credit card and debit card information, and using this naive Bayesian classifier, our bank bot is answering in real time. So right now this is the functionality which we are having, but we plan to add some more functionality to make it useful in growing markets like Africa. So the first thing which we plan to include later is transferring money among vendors, friends, family and relatives by simply entering name, authentication password and amount to be transferred. And another feature which we have planned for the future is outlier transaction alerts. So BankBot will provide regularly alerts on transactions being undertaken and provide alert for fraudulent transactions. So by giving these phone banking services, we are providing to the African market a safe place to keep money. Using this BankBot, users can transfer money from one place to another without keeping it in their pocket. So it will be an electronic transfer. Also, it is fast and it will save time. No need to travel miles to a bank or ATM to make transactions. And for outlier detection, we believe it will be a very good feature later on, because due to the high crime rate in Africa, the user may fall in deep trouble if his credit card or account details go into the wrong hands. So, and in Africa, mostly the user is not very tech savvy. He might not be checking his transaction details on a day-to-day basis. So that's what the bot will do for you. So these two features are which we are planning to include in our future releases. Right now we are having this automated customer care feature. So our services will topple the existing systems in place, since we are providing a more personal service which can be scaled to millions of users without a huge investment, because of the fact that everything is done by our machine learning algorithms. So there are no users involved who are sitting, there are no customer care executives involved who are sitting and answering these queries. Therefore, this can be scaled to millions of users. And also the user has trust in the bot, and he will not be afraid to share his queries with him. With more data, the app will improve, and it can give faster resolution to the user queries, because you are using a machine learning algorithm which will improve as we give more data to it. This is one leg above traditional human-based services. So these human-based services are very expensive and they cannot be scaled, and the customer care executive does not improve with time, since he hardly remembers queries from the last time. But in our case, the more you use it, the better it becomes. Also, one potential use which we have thought, which we can include later, is that this customer service can also be used for serving ads. So for instance, if the user interacts with a bot inquiring about the status of his PF payment, the bot can maybe slip in some data about a better PF scheme elsewhere, and then we can generate revenue from the merchants for each informal ad displayed. So this is the plan in place right now. In the screencast, you can see that we are almost done with our demo, and now the user, so far the user was uh, entering some questions, which queries which are related to banking data. But now if the user gives something like, can you recommend some good movies to watch tonight, so right now the bank bot won't help you. The bank bot will help you only with the banking, loans and deposit queries. So that's all folks. Thank you very much.